neon in the air. 80s vibes, man, we didn't care. VHS tapes staying up too late. Saturday cartoons, can't wait to escape. Dial-ups humming, we're hacking the code. Back when everything was in upload mode. Atari, Commodore, pixels on screen. Living in the future was more than a dream. It's time to kick it old school. Turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool. We're taking it back, that's how we roll, we roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled. You know we're kicking it old school. MTV playing our favorite jams. Moonwalking with MJ, Neon Slam. Ghostbusters gear, we're ready to go. Chasing slasher scenes, fears in tow. Back to the future, hop in the DeLorean. Knight Rider cruising, man, there's no ignoring them. Battlestar Galactica, what a ride. Looney Tunes, antics, pure joy inside. Blockbusters ruled, we lined up for days. Video games booted up in the pixelated maze. Movie marathons and popcorn nights. We ruled the screen, living in the lights. It's time to kick it old school. Turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool. We're taking it back, that's how we roll, we roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled. You know we're kicking it old school. Grab your joystick, the game's about to start. A high-score world, now that's an art. We're cruising on hoverboards, living our dream. Old school forever, we're igniting the scene. It's time to kick it old school. Turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool. We're taking it back, that's how we roll, we roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled. You know we're kicking it old school.
To Glenn's Retro Show. We've got a great one for you tonight.
GRS is here to protect the classics. Game on.
Having problem after problem after problem after problem, and hey, problems. Steven, let's see if I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
And actually, I actually made us a really cool introduction, and I can't even find it. I made a new introduction. And I'm like, this is gonna be pretty cool. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because now I want to play it just because. It's just been problem after problem after problem. Where is it? This is it right here, I think. Here we
Hey,
go.
Video Game Vegas, Steven, the non-asshole.
Yeah.
Wow. Fancy.
That was supposed to be your introduction back on the show. It was supposed to be that, and I couldn't find it. So
went off without a hitch, as always.
yeah, of course. It's always got to be something. But you know, I was trying to finish this before the show. This was my thing. So tonight, obviously, we're talking about Star Wars, Star Trek, and Cole had given me this for Christmas, and I didn't finish it. So right before the show, I had to go out and make sure I finished my Lego Darth Vader. And by the time I got this done, Steven was ready, and he's like, I need the link, man. I need the link, man. And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get him the link. And then we got our toys out, and Steven had to get his toy. I got my Vader lightsaber.
I bet you mine's better.
It might be.
Get a load of them apples.
He's
The
got
dark.
himself a dark saber.
I gotta get it centered in this damn camera, but
It's hard. That's what she said.
I guess I'm not having to. I think if you hit it, it
So this is where we could take our sabers, go up to Kathleen Kennedy, and give her a little right across the neck. What do you think?
that's why I'm here.
I thought so.
I came out from the woodwork, a log cabin in the bush, when Glenn said she was quitting and leaving and whatever.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Bush?
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
sure.
That's what she said.
I'm wielding the woke blade. Hey, I paid $300 for that woke blade. No,
So-
but in the end, it's awesome that she's leaving, and I was like, oh, me and Glenn have to have a
But
big
here's
chat.
the thing. Here's the thing. Kathleen Kennedy is leaving, but not leaving. So
I'll be
we've heard the
saying
story. We've heard the story so many times that she was friggin' leaving. She probably does this every day. She laughs just like this every friggin' day.
that. A
So
cockroach.
she's been leaving like 20 times. Now, she is stepping down. She is not leaving. So she was a horrible producer, and she's going to go back to being a producer. So she's now taking second fiddle to new people who can be running the show. So she's not leaving. So she's still going to have her claws in a lot of things here, but she will not have, I guess, supreme control, if you will.
I
over-
heard she was going to go work for Disney at corporate. But I was like, oh man,
No.
if she's higher at the top, holy crap, we're in for we're in trouble big time
No,
there. So.
she is still staying at Lucasfilm, but again, we've been circle jerked. I feel like Charlie Brown with the friggin' football and Lucy going and pulling the football all the way because she's done it so many times. But
Oh yeah, apparently it's
time-
real this time.
this
but
time
we'll
it's
see.
well, again, she's not leaving. She's stepping down from CEO to producer.
Yeah, you know what it makes me like. I'm a visual guy, right? I've got this. You know when a kid holds onto your leg and he's trying to get him to leave, and he just keeps holding on to your leg like for long. That's what it feels like with this.
Well,
It's like,
let's kick this off the right way. So let me get this off the screen because she's making me nauseous. Let me get her off the screen here.
make me want to
Or
throw
start
up in my
vomiting.
mouth there. Ugh.
And since you're here today, let's go through the chat. I'm sure people are giving you some welcomes.
Yeah.
So we have Jason Little Alien. Thank God
There's
it's
some new
Friday.
faces and some old faces.
There
in there.
are. You have JLS Gaming. Let's go. Let's go. Of course, we have Goofy Foot. Let's get into the rant of Good and Gone. It's true. There's going to be some rants tonight. There's no question about that. We have Rotundo here. Happy Friday, my people. Hobby Hands is here as well. It made it this week live. Oh, you did? Oh, you made this week live. Yes, you did. Thanks. We have Kal-El, 64. Hello, everyone. Video Game Vegas is here as well. What did you put
Yeah,
here?
he's
Wanna read that?
already said a few choice woke words there. We'll
Uh-oh.
pretend I didn't hear it.
Oh, was that you? Was it towards you?
Well, he says you got the woke blade, Steven.
Well, you did
and
get it
is
under
like the dark
watch.
side.
See, my Vader saber I got before. I think it was before Lucas got sold. I don't really know now. It's had us a long time. But
I have the
does
Luke
work.
one, the Jedi, the green one. I have
Nice.
that. I have that one
Uh,
up there, which is the one he remade or whatever before he got his hand cut off.
Well, Sean here as well. Good evening, gentlemen. Saved by Zero. Jim, the Pacer fan. Sorry about that, Jim, the Pacer fan. We have John Fritz here as well. Good evening, everyone. J Rod is here. Good evening. Hobby Hands is saying there was no sound in the beginning because, again, I'm not AI. It's me. We keep it real here. Keep it real.
I think
and keep
you
it old
are
school.
AI. I saw this new guy in the intro with fancy hair. I don't know what the hell was up with that. With the Glenn Retro Show jacket. Where's my jacket, Glenn? I did 100 episodes
You
with you,
did.
Glenn.
You did. I
Where's
should
my
get you a
damn jacket?
I
Give
should
me an
get you a
AI
jacket.
jacket. It'll be fine.
We have Tim York here. 1 week closer to the GRS FU. It is closer. It is going to be slightly delayed only because we can't get the friggin' DDR5 we need for the Viper Venom. But we
all
can
the
talk
RAM
about that
prices
later.
are tripling. It's like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Did you get some RAM recently?
No, yeah, I wanted to upgrade my PC, and that put a whole kibosh on everything because of RAM prices tripling. So for a stick of RAM, instead of being,
Now to stick up your
two
ass.
yeah, exactly. It's the middle finger up the ass is what it is. The RAM is like astronomical. I'm like, okay, this is stupid. Like,
It's like one of those weird things. It's still the same 16 or 32 gigabyte stick. Same thing.
yeah.
If you had bought it like a week before, it was like 16, 30 or $30. Now it's like 300.
Oh
Just
yeah,
because you waited a
dude.
couple of days.
But in November, what was it? 32 gigs of RAM, at least here in Canada. I think it was like $200 roughly, and that's normal. That's okay. Hey, it was like $350 a week later. I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit! Like
yeah,
it's just
keep it.
yeah. And I was like, you know what? I bought a video card for my new PC, not my new PC, for my old PC to play some of the newer games, and it's fine. It's been fine. So
Well, let's keep going through. We got Mitchy
yep,
B
yep,
here.
yep.
Hello, everyone. Green Sammy 87's here. PB and J Racing. I was saying prepping for the big storm. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. You just got to be you, Steven, sending down all this snow. We're going to get slammed over the weekend.
We got slammed just after Christmas here in where I live. We got 2 feet of snow within 48 hours.
That's what we're expecting.
The streets were one lane. Usually it's a nice wide street. Everything was reduced. They're still cleaning it now.
So you went
weeks later.
from the New York City hooker to maybe a Vegas call girl. You went from wide to a little bit slimmer.
Not in that good way. No, no, this was terrible. Everybody's like letting people go by. It's a nightmare. So it's luckily for me, I have a truck, so I was okay to get through that stuff. But
Well, we got the game fridge waiting for the 30-minute sound check. You were good to do that, my friend. Dark Realm. Yo, what up? Happy Friday, everyone. Bill's Retro Gaming Show. Hello, happy Friday, everyone. Make sure you check out Bill's Retro Gaming Show. He does Wednesday nights, hump day. You know what day it is? Come on, say it. Say it. It's Bill's Retro Gaming Show on Wednesdays. We have
It's
B.
just
Kirby.
awesome to see all these familiar people and faces
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
They're
it's
still here for you, bud. They were waiting for you to come back. B. Kirby, the Chicago arcade game guy. What's up, Glenn and fellas? We got John Fritz. I think we had him before. Meatball Saucy. Oh my God, Star Trek Academy. What a fucking nightmare. We're gonna get into that. See, look, I'm gonna read what he.
I haven't
oh my
watched
God.
it yet, so, but
Listen,
I'll
Steven,
hear.
what did I tell you right before the show? Listen to what he's gonna say. What
It's
did I tell you
gonna
right
get
before the
heavy.
show? Oh my God, Star Trek Academy. After 40 minutes, and that's exactly what I said. At 40-minute mark, Meatball Saucy, I couldn't fucking take it, and I turned it off. I told that Steven right
Wow.
before the show. But we're gonna get into all that. I mean, it's such a freaking
I've heard
clusterfuck.
bad things, but I haven't watched it myself.
Don't ruin your mind. Don't screw yourself.
You know what? Most science fiction these days seems to be not great, or at least the stuff that's from the old stuff to now or whatever.
Yep.
It's almost like they need to reboot it all the time or whatever. I don't know.
Well, I gotta say this real quick before we continue going through here. I saw an interview. And it was a person who's a producer on the show who says Star Trek is finally being all inclusive. There was no more inclusive fucking series than Star Trek. You had
Back in the 60s or whenever it
you
came
had
out.
every single. You had Russians, you had Chinese, you had Japanese, you had look at these. You had everyone under the sun in there. You had the first interracial kiss on there. They did all these things in the show, and now you're
interracial. I mean interspecies also.
That too. Kirk was humping everything. There's no question he was.
Yeah.
But when I heard them say that, like, you don't fucking know this show at all. Why are you on this? Why are you involved with this show?
No, they're detached and they make up their own stuff in their heads.
They do.
Right?
720 Eric, man, Glenn, carry the torch, Shiloh. I can never carry the torch, but maybe I can carry the people who carry the torch. Shiloh is too big a thing to follow.
This is a good chance. So
go ahead, Steven.
I spoke with Glenn earlier this week, and I had heard the news on Facebook of all places, and it broke my heart. It really did. So I think we should all. Well, you probably did or earlier this week when you did your live stream earlier, Glenn. Is that I liked him. We had him on the show a few times, and he was a fellow Canadian that had moved to the States. He defunct. No, I'm sorry. No, he didn't defunct. So, but you know what, though? He was a likable guy. He was just that guy. And I think whatever he was doing with New Wave Toys just spoke to his commitment to doing a good product. It's awesome. I've got the Berserk, the Ghosts and Goblins, and the Missile Command, and they're awesome. And he was good company on the show. He was awesome, joking around and everything like that. So he'll be sadly missed.
Big time.
And I was telling Glenn, he was born 7 days before me. The year, everything. We were the same age practically. So it hits a little harder home when somebody's that close to your age and they're gone. So, anyways, it's with heavy heart, right? So we weren't buds or anything like that, but when he came on the show, I enjoyed his company. I really did. So
he is one of the few in the world. He's one of those people that you just kind of, when
a
you meet
unique
him,
soul.
you just like him. You just like him. You get along, gets along with everyone.
Yep.
And
Yep.
he's gonna be missed. He's gonna be missed
for sure. So I just wanted to say that real quick. I know that
Hmm.
Glenn did a show earlier this week on the whole thing, and don't want to rehash. But for me, had got him on the show. How many times did we get him on? Like 2 or 3 times, something like that, right?
Steven, the non-asshole, welcome
Oh,
back.
yeah, he said that earlier. You missed that. I can't
did,
believe
I
you
just
missed
saw
that. Yeah. Not that would mean you're the asshole or Glenn here or what? I don't know. So, but anyways, it's at the end of the day, likable
Now,
guy,
when you
and
have someone named Gamer Fridge saying it's too cold to work this weekend, you know it's gonna be freaking cold. The guy's a fridge.
yeah, just yeah, I don't know what else to say to that. So here where I live, it was minus. I'll say the Canadian minus 30, minus 20, minus 30 Celsius, 22, minus 22 Fahrenheit. It's been cold, very cold. My truck doesn't have trouble starting normally, and this time the doors were frozen and everything. It was pretty bad. So, anyways, onward and upwards,
It
and
is, and the cold. It's cold, and it's going to be real cold. 2 feet of snow. We still have snow from the last one here. We have about 19K Fox here. Nothing left for her to destroy. Well, that's not true. 19K Fox. Like I said,
that'll remain to be seen.
she's not leaving Lucasfilm. She was. I think she was forced down. Like, okay,
Maybe
we
she'll
can't.
sweep the floors or something.
Well, again, because no one's got balls in the company, they couldn't fire her. So they're like, listen, we're gonna put you back in a producer role. I mean, how many people, when you're running a company, will take,
Hmm.
I'm running the company, now you're going to make me a subordinate to someone else who was subordinate to you. Think about that. Think about how much she fucking wants to stay and fuck with everything. That she was handed her hat, kind of. I mean, most people saying, if I'm not running the company, I'll leave gracefully. She's not.
She's like a cockroach, man. She don't want to
Right.
go away.
She had subordinates. Now she's going to report to her own subordinates and now her superiors. I mean, how do you deal with that? How do you stay? I'll tell you how you stay. Because you have no real talent and you want to stay relevant some way. So 19K Fox, remain to be seen whether she can still destroy things. I think she still will be.
I hope Fox is right. I really hope he's right that she has nothing left to destroy. But if she has her little grubby hands, and they're asking, "Are you a Star Wars channel now?" No, me and Glenn need to vent every once in a while
Yep.
to just, this
Well,
this franchise that's near and dear to our hearts, and then you get this person massacring it for what 12, 14 years or whatever it was.
yep.
That's
Let me
nuts.
see if I can find this. I had I want to show people about, like, I have, like Steven, we have too many hobbies. That's kind of a problem. That we have kind of too many hobbies. Now, again, I had everything set up before. I don't know why everything's all screwed up now.
It's time to kick.
Nope, it's not that one. Where is? Steven, keep talking. Keep saying something. I gotta find this here.
Well, it's I was looking forward to coming back today, actually. So minus, I won't say minus the bitching, but we got a vent. We got to get this off our chest.
Here it is.
So.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. There's
Here it
your
is.
nerd table.
Right. This is. Well, I'm
Wow.
going to show you some things here. So this is, again, I love sci-fi. That's not fucked over. Okay. So this is some of my collection here. Let me go over to my camera. This is actually upstairs. I'm actually doing a
You got
remote
a flux
cam.
capacitor.
I do. Where's my remote cam? Here it is. So let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. I'm going to zoom in. Whoops. A little more.
Pardon me.
So if we come looking around here, you see I have a bunch of small, come on you. It's hard to do this, a little bit of a delay. I got my small Star Trek ships. I got a Borg cube. I got the original Enterprise. I got X-Wings. I have
Millennium
all
Falcon.
Millennium Falcon, like all these things here. Over here, I have more. I even have the Reliant right there. 2 Reliants, in fact. Let me zoom back out.
I see a Tron cycle there, wasn't that?
Oh,
was
yeah, I
that
got a
it?
Tron cycle. I'm going to go up here a little bit. There's more. I got I got
But
my.
wait, there's more.
There's more. There's a lot more. So I have my Darth Vader, TIE fighter, Lego TIE fighter. Cole got me out a long time ago, and that Darth Vader up there is really cool. So he speaks as Darth Vader would, right? And the lightsaber lights up. But you actually can take off his helmet, and it's Anakin under it. So when you do that, it's Anakin. He speaks like Anakin. The lightsaber's blue.
Which the Anakin? Hayden Christensen or the
Yes.
original guy?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's okay. Hey, Chris, of course. Now we're still not done. So I'm gonna go over here. Now, this is one of my gaming rooms. There's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of bags, but this is one of my.
Make sure you don't spin around to your porn section there.
Yeah, I make sure I move those. So if I go over here, like so, you can see I'm gonna move up a little bit. I have a Deep Space Nine. You can see over here on the left, I got the Galaxy class. I have the original Constitution class up there. I got my 3D printed phaser. We're going to keep going up. And I have, you can see
Camera's
right here.
going to tilt over and fall on its back if you
I
keep
hope
going
not.
up.
But at the top, I have a Star Trek Air Hogs, hover enterprise, whatever you want to call it. So, I have, this is just some of the stuff I have. So I am a big fan, look, it's a Borg cube over here.
You're a Trekkie, more than I am anyways.
Yeah, a couple Borg cubes. So I am someone who really does enjoy these things. Let me get this back up the screen for right now.
Well, science fiction in general, by the looks of it, you like Tron and all that stuff, which is really cool. So,
boom, there we go. So I'm always looking forward to being entertained by Star Trek. I'm always looking to be entertained by Star Wars. Now, Stephen, be honest.
Pardon me.
I know you're not a Star Trek guy, but Star Wars. What's the last film you actually could say, you really feel was still Star Wars?
By a date or
just what film? Like for me, honestly,
Rogue One.
Okay, I would say Rogue One was the last. I agree. Was the last film that was felt
Solo.
like a Star Wars film.
I was hopeful for Solo, and then it was like a story I didn't care about. Like, you know what I mean? It was kind of like, okay, yeah, you said the obvious. Other than Darth Maul showing up or whatever, not showing up but a hologram, but that's it.
Well, I agree with you on that. Return of the Jedi. So that's me. For me personally, Star Wars is and always will be Episode 4, 5, and 6. That's
same here. Yeah.
My Star Wars. I only started to like Episode 1 and 2 and 3 only when 7, 8, 9 came out. When I realized how fucking bad they were. I'm like, you know what? Those really were not so bad. And honestly, the reason they were bad, in my opinion, was the acting was so robotic. It was like not delivered.
You're talking The Force Awakens there and all that.
No, I'm talking episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just thought the acting was very stale, robotic.
It was dry a little bit.
Very dry. 7, 8, 9 is just a nightmare. So Rogue One, when that had come out, I mean, let's put it in perspective, right? The Force Awakens came out, and we kind of got like date raped, meaning we went to the movie, we enjoyed it. We're like, sweet, actually, Star Wars is back. But then we started realizing it's a New Hope. We didn't get a new Star Wars film. They simply took a New Hope.
Different version 2.0 of it.
Yeah.
Basically,
So that was like the date rape drop. You thought you had a good time.
I enjoyed Force Awakens not for the movie itself. It was the hope of having Star Wars come back in a full force kind of way. That was my thing. So I went to see it about 6, 7 times. I went with my son a couple times.
No, I did
my
once.
wife. No, I went a
Once.
lot because I enjoyed, even though it was a rehash and I knew that. I was like, okay, cool. This is fun, But when The Last Jedi came out, I was like, what the hell just happened? I got out of the theater. I was like, I thought I was drugged and
That's what I'm saying. You had like the
in an alleyway.
euphoria. You had the euphoria because Star Wars was back. It hasn't been in the theaters in years and years and years, so you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But then that was the rape part. We realized they raped A New Hope.
Oh, yeah.
And charged you $20 to go see it. And then you saw Rogue One.
It went on cheap night, so it was okay.
But then Rogue One came out. I'm like, you know what? That wasn't bad either. Rogue One was okay. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked Rogue One. It wasn't a great movie, but it was okay.
No, it was good. I saw it. And I came out saying, it was a good story. They took one line from New Hope, the one line of the crawl, and they made a movie out of it. I think it was okay. I liked it.
You know what? I think with so with Star Wars, when you said the movies, it's just the movies. But I think Kathleen Kennedy's tenure, we'll call it, what stuff came out of it is the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. And
Which
you're like,
were pretty
amazing.
good.
I think you know what? That's the cream of the crop for that. After that, everything else was crap all the way around it. Like Book of Boba Fett was the
And that's another
castrated
rape.
Boba Fett. I was like,
Boba
oh,
Fett
okay,
was
this
one
is
of those characters. It was a 3-minute cartoon in the holiday special that they never wanted to show more than once, right?
yeah.
And then Empire Strikes Back, he was like Boba Fett was the badass. I mean, you had Vader and Boba
You
Fett.
had fear.
Yeah,
They kept him so much in the background. He was mysterious, and your imagination went wild with the guy.
right. And
You know,
then
and
Kathleen Kennedy put her teeth into him, and they made him a fucking pussy. They made him an
a
ass. They made him
castrated.
totally.
Yeah. And that's the sad part where she didn't understand Star Wars, in my opinion. I don't think you and I talked about this on this show many times, where there's a Bible to follow when you're taking care of all this stuff. Yeah, exactly, Fox. It's yeah. It was like theatrical Chinese food, absolutely.
That's a
And
good
you know what?
analogy.
It was good. And then when you got afterwards, you paid for it with
You
Jedi,
did.
Last
You did.
Jedi, and you were just. But I think overall, during the whole Kathleen Kennedy thing, I think the one that she didn't have much say in it was the Mandalorian. To me, that was the peak of it. Rogue One was close second. I thought the Mandalorian was fantastic.
The
Just great.
Mandalorian, I did enjoy. The last season was not good.
Especially the season 3 was terrible. It was just trying to shoehorn too much crap in there, and I was like, okay, what are they
Yeah,
doing?
and I'm not saying that everything that under her watch was bad. I really enjoyed the Clone Wars. Star Wars: The Clone Wars was
Yeah,
not
but that
all
was
under her.
preset
Some
with
of it
George,
was.
right? So it's
Some of it
kind of like,
was.
well, first 7 seasons were under
I don't think
George?
all 7. She was. I think
6 or 7 or something like that. The
she
last 3 or whatever they were
got
with
her teeth
her.
into, but also
That boot was that cat was running on its own before she showed up.
it was,
Meaning
and
it
even
was like,
ended.
okay, just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I
Yep,
mean? Like,
even under her tenure, the last season, there was tears. The last episode, there was tears in my eyes when Vader's on the ice planet and Ahsoka's like he thinks he's dead, and all
yeah.
the clones were killed. There was tears going down my face. But there was also Rebels. I really enjoyed Rebels. I thought that was a good
Was
show.
Rebels under her thing? I don't think
It
so.
was. She was running it. But then after
I
Rebels
think that
came,
project had already started by the time she showed up.
maybe. But
I'm
then
pretty sure.
the Resistance came out, and I think I watched 3 minutes of it, and I'm like, this
That was
shit
terrible.
sucks. It
That was
sucks.
terrible.
Too
I hope
see-
this. Well, let's talk about what just got announced today, or
Yes.
not announced, but that'll lead it. We'll segue into the
Yes.
new stuff. How's that?
Yes. So
Because
with all the
we're
bad
at
things,
8:30, and I'm like, look, we got to cover more shit. And
Sure.
this new
So-
stuff is awesome.
let's watch something here. Well, let's watch something here, and you tell me what you guys think. Okay, this is released. Of course, it's probably been worked on in association with her stepping down from where she is, right? So let's just take a look at this, and we'll talk about it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and
Roll it.
go.
Times have changed. I will show you the galaxy for what it truly is. See things from a new perspective.
Is this what our future holds? Always running.
I invite you to look more closely.
What are we dealing with?
Good question. And I offer you an opportunity.
Maul.
We have all been made to suffer. We survive, but do not live. The Emperor wants you dead. Chains can be broken.
Hang on!
And empires can be shattered.
What do you think, Steven?
That's a long title. Maul, Shadow Lord. Sorry. You know what? I don't know. It looks exciting, but you know what? It makes me laugh with these animated shows. It looks like the lightsabers are bending like noodles when they're moving them around, like they're swinging it, and the thing is basically like a sphere or like half an arc. But when they have to swing it around, and it's like, oh, okay. I guess it's cartoony. But you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm watch it. Why not? It
Okay.
looks mysterious enough. It looks
Okay.
cool. It looks, the it's on Disney Plus, so it's not like we're gonna pay to go see this thing for $20 and popcorn or whatever. We're sitting on our butts in front of our TV, so I'll watch it.
Okay. Before I give you
You
my
know?
opinion, I have two super chats we got to hit. One from
Mhm.
Video Game Vegas. Glenn
Yep.
had the worst nightmare last night. Kathleen Kennedy stepped down as head of Star Wars and now making a new woke remake of Spell. Oh, why would you say that? Why would you hurt me like that? I thought you were my friend, Video Game Vegas. Why would you do that? Oh my God! I actually I have heart palpitations right now. Why would you say something like that to me?
Well, you're gonna if he's in Las Vegas, you're gonna drive to Vegas and take him up in an alleyway or something and slap him around or something for saying shit like that.
But hold on, I still gotta do this. I gotta do this. So thanks for the super chat. Hold on, this is for you, Video Game Vegas.
It was a nightmare.
Okay. Suiting up. Back off, Glitch. You are super chat star. Thank you. And game on.
That's my taking a dump over the
Now,
toilet.
is that AI
wanna-
Glenn with his two
Yeah.
pixelated children?
Yep, I didn't want to sit on the toilet. That was me bending down, taking a shit. I wasn't actually sitting down. So Video Game Vegas, I know you're joking, but man, please don't mess my Space 999 with Kathleen Kennedy. Please,
Them are fighting words there.
please don't do that. And we have another one here that came through a moment ago.
Hobby
Let's see, from Hobby Hands. I tried watching Starfleet Academy or Star Trek Academy, whatever. Last night, 15 minutes. Having a colonoscopy was more fun. I agree.
Good
On
God.
Star Wars anime stuff, it's decent overall. So we'll get into Starfleet Academy in a little bit because I want to say that to the end so I can run to the bathroom and vomit in the toilet. But my thing with the Maul series is if it is kind of being done like the Clone Wars as far as the storyline and everything, I'm going to look forward to that. I think
Yeah,
it
me
could potentially be good.
I have a feeling I don't. It looks like he's got his legs that aren't mechanical, so it's probably
No, they look
like
mechanical.
or
No, they did
do
look
they?
mechanical. Yeah, no,
Oh,
they
I
have
didn't. I
mechanical
didn't.
legs.
I didn't notice. So you think it's where he's been hiding in the shadows
Yep.
after getting chopped in half?
Yes, this is
basically?
definitely after he loses legs in a Phantom Menace. This is definitely after that because
Oh,
that's
gotcha.
kind of when he
Okay.
goes over to Mandalore. And he kind of like he's stuck
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that
yeah,
planet.
yeah.
He gets his legs and goes there. So I have an open mind to this one because I think this series was done without Kathleen Kennedy's input. I think it was like, I mean, she doesn't step down from CEO to producer over like in 5 minutes. This is something that's been worked on for probably a year to kind of work out the contracts and everything. So I think it's been pretty much protected from her. So I
Maybe.
am looking forward to it.
Yeah. Let's light a candle at church and hope that it's awesome. I don't know. And with Filoni and the other lady coming in, it should be better. Let's wait out and see. Let's give them a chance. There's been talk about like Filoni has screwed up a little bit in the past with some shows and things like that. So I don't know. I'm trying to stay positive with it because you and I have talked about KK leaving for years.
And you think we'd be happier, but she's still there. She's like herpes. She doesn't actually go away.
Exactly. But you know what? Who knows? It could actually, you know what I mean? It could actually be legit that she's going to be just less in the limelight, and she just still wants her name on the credits for that role after.
Well,
the
that's
show.
it. That's it. And
That's it.
when you actually deep dive into her past,
Mhm.
even though she worked with Steven Spielberg, he even said she sucked at what she did. So
Oh, really?
yeah, she said she was terrible. She was supposed to take notes. She took rotten notes, and she interrupted everyone else when they were talking, and she would throw out ideas when she was supposed to write down what people were saying. and just
Yeah,
throwing
yeah.
our own shit in there. So
Well,
how she
video
got
game Vase is just
Hmm?
typed in large capital letters. Yeah, nothing will change. He was shouting on his
he's
keyboard.
Video Game Vegas is not wrong. He's
Oh
not
no,
wrong. However, I will say that at least the content he makes, I would say, is 80 to 82.5% still
better.
enjoyable to me. There's been questionable things he puts in there, and I
I
get that.
I have a feeling a lot of that, I won't say all of it, but a lot of it would be under her, okay, Dave, you're not putting that. I'm got the last word, blah, blah, blah. And then he's had to bend because she said to bend. You know what I mean? And he was like, yes, boss. And now that she ain't the boss no more, maybe he'll cut loose a little bit more and give us the Star Wars that everybody wants.
That's what I'm hoping.
Let's
Because
hope.
to be honest, to me, 7, 8, and 9, which I saw each one once, and I didn't want to see 9 at all. But Cole actually made me, and did my son, so I took him to the theater. I didn't even want to see it. Star Wars has been dead to me since those episodes. It was a complete
Yeah.
disaster for me. Now, I will admit, The Mandalorian pulled me in season 1 and 2, and then kind of lost me in 3. There's really nothing I wanted to see until this Mole series. So I'm a little hopeful. So I'm gonna give the show a few episodes to see if it is
Yeah.
what we remember
Give
from
it
like
a
Clone
chance.
Wars.
I
Give it a
think this
chance.
is this is a time to give Star Wars a chance again. This is a time where the Wicked Witch is, they're picking on your show again.
They're doing it. I'll finish what you're saying. I'll pull it up.
Yeah. So you know what I mean. So, anyways, I think we're done talking about Star Wars. But I have a question for you. You
Shoot.
saw Tron Ares, right?
Oh yeah, I did.
What'd you think of that? I mean, for what it was.
Here's what you have to do. You have to. The title was wrong. It should have been Ares in the world of Tron. It should not be called
I
Tron
agree.
Ares. It's basically a completely different story. Yeah, sure,
It
it's based
ties in a little bit,
a little
but
bit,
like,
but the titles what threw me off.
well, it's
But if you would have
marketing,
said
right? To reel you in.
right, if you would have simply said it's Ares in the world of Tron, like totally, then I'm going to admit I've watched it quite a few times.
I think they're doing what they're doing with Star Wars, where they put Star Wars in front of it or Tron in front of it. Well, you just assume it's in that universe and everything else
It's
is
like
whatever.
it's like putting Ginger Lynn at the front of something.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it. Right. So let me
Yeah, I get
let me pull this Band-Aid off, Stephen. Let's get that out of the way. For my own moderator.
You guys know how to press his buttons.
He
Holy
does.
shit.
Kathleen Kennedy is stepping down from her producer role at Disney and is now starring as Commander Koenig in Space 1999 out of spite. God damn, what's wrong with you people?
There goes the show.
Here goes another one. I got to do it though. Here we go. Cool.
Stay behind me, friends. No pixel left behind. You are Super Chat Star. Thank you. And
think of this AI stuff that you're in. Don't get me wrong. My job is turned into the AI hickory stick, I guess we'll call it, where I'm programming AI at work and stuff for handling IT triage and all that stuff. And it's interesting. So I think I've become the AI guru at work. But anyways, let's move on from Tron. So Star Trek.
Right. So
we were talking about that with the new series, and it's terribly woke.
So Star Trek. We talked about at the beginning of the show. So Star Trek was always a series where it was very inclusive already. The whole point of Star Trek in the 21st century was that we resolved all the differences. Didn't matter kind of who you are, what you did, didn't matter. The difference is it's not like this, Stephen. It's not like this. Everything in your face. Everything in your face. And being a white male, you're the devil in every episode. That's kind of what these
that's what
shows
it's become.
Right.
Things have become where they're being inclusive, but they're purposely excluding the people that put it there in the first place. I'm not saying everybody, there was no Asians or black folk that actually made it what it is today, but they're going out of their way to wedge and shoehorn everything. You know what I mean?
I'm putting this on now. The eagle's going to fly around here because they're ticking me off my show.
No, but think about it. Like the generation that just accepted that stuff. Now it's in your face, like you say, all the time. It's terrible. It's I'm gonna watch it, but I'll probably be in the same
Watch
boat as
what?
everybody
What
else.
are you watching?
Oh, the Star Trek thing, just
No,
to
you're
see.
not. No.
No, you're not. No,
No, you're not.
it'll
Now,
be next year or the year after when nobody cares about it.
all right, so let's take a look. Let's take a look now. First of all, when you have a show called Star Trek STD, just think of that for a second. Star Trek Discovery.
Nobody was in that room to go, hey, we can't call this thing this. Nobody cared.
You guys are
already
killing me.
A transporter. Holy Moses. They're really digging India tonight.
Look at this. Hobby hands. Well, buddy, why are you doing this to me? Space 1999 was already woke. Eagle transporter. God damn you people. What's wrong with you? I thought you were my friends.
He even give you...
You are super chat star. Thank you.
Is that creepy, Glenn? Because you look dead inside with
I
that
am dead
AI.
inside. They're picking on my Eagle. They're picking on Space 1999, man. They can't do that. I mean, they can, but free country. But, man, it hurts. You hurt me, people.
Oh, well, okay. So I won't watch Star Trek. What else do we got on the...
Well, let's hold on. We have to see now. So you had STD. You had Strange New Worlds. And now you have this Star Trek Academy. Let's take a look at Star Trek Crapatomy. Let's take a look.
I love it already. Done.
And so, we begin. I'm Captain Nala Ake, Chancellor of Starfleet Academy. We're all the first Academy class to return to our campus in San Francisco after more than 120 years. Some of you are here for your families, some for yourselves. Together, you are the best and the brightest from across the galaxy. A tapestry that is Starfleet. You will learn the skills that shaped our greatest officers. Like them, we'll ask you to give more of yourselves than you knew you had. To dream without limitations. Whatever challenges came before today led you to this moment. You here now. You weave together the future. So
oh my God!
Seek, explore, boldly go where no one has gone before.
Up your ass.
It is my
fucking
great
ruin a
honor
franchise.
to welcome
This is
you
how you do
all
it.
to Starfleet Academy.
Get that off my screen.
Roddenberry is turning in his grave, I think.
Steven, look, there was a character in the show.
Seriously.
Goes up and
crazy.
says, "I swallowed my comm badge." That was a line in the show. He goes up to the doctor, and the doctor is a doctor from Voyager. Now, this is taking place in the 32nd century.
Okay, so it's after what? It's after Next Generation? Or
Next Generation was the 24th century. They're in the 32nd century.
Okay, so way in the future. Okay.
So somehow our civilization got even fucking stupider, and yet still managed space travel.
Roddenberry is turning in his grave, dude.
J-Rod, she walks up to the holodeck doctor from Star Trek Voyager. He's been online since the 24th century. He's now in the 32nd century. And this cadet goes up to him and says, I think I swallowed my comm badge. That was in the show. I would have been more happy if she said, listen, I was funky with my girlfriend, and I think I put this comm badge somewhere, down there. Then I would have been like, okay, now maybe we got a show. But she swallowed it.
How do you do that? And don't want to know, but hey,
yes, exactly. Star Trek idiosyncrasy, absolutely. So, but this is the problem. We've been talking, Steven, since you've been on the show, and even before we've talked about these things.
Oh yeah.
Don't take a show with a known fan base, lore, and just dick it
Like I
over.
said, it's like a Bible you gotta follow
Yep.
to some level. Not
Well,
like
what did Kathleen Kennedy say? There's
she
no,
threw out the
we have
Bible.
no, there's not like there's any
Yeah,
Bible or
yeah.
books or anything. There's been like 30, 40, 50 years of books.
Yeah, yeah, I know. She's lying. She's not all there. But she
So,
believes her own crap, it seems like. So I don't
and it's
know.
the same for this. So for me, it was bad enough Star Trek went down the path it did, and I became an abandonment of anything new Star Wars. I always had Star
Star
Trek.
Trek's getting the same way
No, Star
almost.
Trek is worse. I think Star Trek
Oh
is
yeah, it
actually
is.
worse. Worse.
No, but then it's in the same boat of destruction. It's sad to see. Not, you know what? Let's face it. I had this conversation with a friend of mine about we're like old bastards screaming at the stars or the sky or whatever. But I think it's not worse than that, but it's different because this stuff is established. Why are they going off the rails so quickly?
Jesus.
I don't get it.
Steven, okay, I got to say this real quick. So Hobby Hands, he's the medical doctor in the 32nd century. So I just wanted to let you know that. But here's, you want to talk about lore and sticking and stuff? Listen to this one. Listen to these two things that should blow anyone's mind. One, what are Klingons?
An alien race?
They are a warrior alien race. All they want to
That's right.
do is murder you and then eat your blood, and that's what they do.
And celebrate after.
Right. There's a Klingon in this show. He's like a I don't know, a doctor. He wants to be a pacifist. It's like, what the fuck? That's that one. All right.
Maybe they got tame over 300 years. I don't know.
Okay, no, 1,000, whatever. Okay, fine. Now here's the next one. I don't know if you ever watched Deep Space Nine, but there was an area called the Dominion, and there was a Gem Hadar. The Gem Hadar were genetically grown males for one purpose. They were 2 or 3 years old, grown to be warriors, cannon fodder.
Yep.
That was it.
I remember that.
In this series, it's a Klingon and a Gem Hadar friggin' hybrid who's like the chief commander there. And what the hell are you guys doing here? What are you doing?
They don't follow what was established, and it's kind of weird because all you got to do is watch the show. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's that hard.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, the next part is I found out that Gem Hadar hybrid in the show, and one of the commanders are actually already married. So that's how that shit happened. One of the people writing the show put herself on the show and her wife as that Gem Hadar.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Whatever.
How's it going? You're coming at a perfect time. I'm losing my shit over Star Trek and Star Wars, man. Losing my shit.
You're just in time. No, but that's the problem, right? So
right here. The Simulation Presents got it right. So, and this I feel bad for Star Wars because at least Star Trek Picard realized that the first 2 seasons were crappy. So in the 3rd season, they got the band back together. They even got Q involved and the Borg, and it was a good season. And you got to see the entire cast together again. Something that Star Wars could have done.
Even Mark Hamill's gone on record recently to say 30 seconds to get the band back together. Screen time, 30 seconds. Couldn't even do that. They said no. And Abrams apparently told them this ain't about the story about Luke anymore.
The Acolyte, wait a minute. The Acolyte and this Academy is each other. So the Acolyte is the Star Wars as Star Trek is the Academy. They're both shit. I'm sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's just sad to see this stuff, but in the end, I'm hoping, to sort of summarize, I hope Star Wars gets better. I don't know. I don't think Star Trek's going to get any better anytime soon because it's so vague who's in charge over there.
Now, I heard a rumor.
It's CBS and whatever. But
I heard a rumor. Now, oh my God. William Shatner. I hear William Shatner's like 94, 95 years old. I've heard a rumor, and maybe someone could confirm this or not, a rumor that he was coming back in a Star Trek show where he's been resurrected because in Star Trek Picard season 3, they showed his body in section, was it 32, whatever, section 38. So apparently he comes back and it could be almost like someone who can give experience to these idiots in the future. So I don't know if that's true or not.
Here, this is how you do your show.
Yeah, so I don't know. But
That's
we got another
funny.
super chat from Meatball Sauce. Let's pull this up right here. Lounging in the Steven, yeah. So he put lounging in the captain's chair reading a book. That's wrong in so many ways. So the captain in the academy, when you're sitting in the captain's chair, you are supposed to be the captain.
Paying attention.
You're paying attention, firm. She's like with a book, with her glasses on. She's just like,
Yeah.
what the
Maybe
fuck
that's
is that?
maybe that's what it's like in the 3,000 years later or whatever, and the thing's on cruise control and it's all AI and whatever.
Let me get
they don't
Meatball
care
Saucy
anymore.
his super chat. We did that one already. Let's go to this one.
Cool.
So I agree. I have no idea what the hell that's about. And also, here's two other things, Stephen. This is a 32nd century, Stephen. People are still in wheelchairs, still need eyeglasses.
So the Geordie LaForge thing with the super glasses doesn't mean anything.
Or they're replacing his eyes, but they're still wearing eyeglasses, and they still have
They
people
have
in
no lens
wheelchairs.
in them. They poke through just for show. It's to go pick up the other woke aliens down the hall and hold hands. That's basically what I saw in that damn trailer. It was like a 90210 in space or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't see the point of that show. I really don't.
No one's. And here's the thing. I read this, Stephen. I totally read this.
I
And
don't know who pitched that.
what these new shows are doing, these shows are targeting the lowest common denominator versus going for the majority of people who enjoy the show. They're focusing the show on like the 2 or 3% of people who they want to target to and piss everyone else off.
You know what they need to do, Glenn? I've got a solution. I'm a guy. I come up with solutions. Is whenever there's a pitch room and there's a chair, you get to sit in the chair, and it's an electric chair, and it goes out on the internet. And if the vast majority of the votes that press the buttons to electrocute your pitch, you get electrocuted. It wouldn't kill you, but it'd hurt a lot. And that'd be the answer. No, nobody likes your idea. It's so sad.
It is.
Dude, it's so sad. Like I don't know. I just don't understand the whole. How come these people are so clueless that they just keep doing it? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
yeah,
like
but it gets
even
me
Kathleen
also.
Kennedy for 14 years.
Yeah, but
Hey,
it's not just her
everybody.
anymore. That's what I'm saying. She's definitely the problem at Lucasfilm, but you have all these other producers and other shows. I mean, you came up with the Next Generation, and then you had Deep Space Nine, you had Voyager, you had Enterprise. Those were all really good series. So what the hell happened between then? They weren't that long ago.
Management probably. Like I'll give you an example. Like these places, these corporate places, it's all about yes people, and if you say no, you get fired. So I'm sure I could bet you any money people went, "Hey, Kathleen Kennedy, that's a bad idea. Don't put it out." She probably didn't listen and said, "Screw you. You're the guy that sweeps the floors. Biggest Star Wars fan in the whole building, but the guy who sweeps the floors. No, can't do that. Come on." And then they just keep going. And then she just stopped listening.
Perhaps.
Don't tell me somebody over there didn't say, "Hey, that's a shitty idea. What the fuck are they thinking?" You know what I mean? There had to be somebody there.
They don't, because they put, like I said, they put the yes people next to them. That's what they put near them.
Yeah. But don't tell me there's not one person that came up one day and went, why do you guys think this acolyte thing's wonderful? What the fuck are you guys smoking? He couldn't take it anymore.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of many. That line long rings in my head like.
Oh yeah. But it's kind of like there had to be somebody there going, what are we making here exactly? Think about it this way, Glenn. Picture yourself like 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
I was so young and handsome.
But you want to go work at Lucasfilm. You walk in, you're this intern, you see all these great ideas, and then this lady comes along, and you had to be red in the face and anger to go, "What the hell are you producing?" I totally would. I'd be like, "What the hell is this?" And we'd probably lose our jobs because we said something because the new big boss is there or whatever. And sometimes I think, anyways, that people need to hear the truth. It's like, look, man, like, what are you making here exactly? Like, this is stupid. But it's kind of, I can't understand how it could get that bad on a big scale as much as it did.
And they're losing money. I mean, the studios are losing money. I
Oh,
mean,
good for
maybe
them.
Disney's not losing that much money, but
Everybody in this chat, like I've said it before, speak with your money.
yeah,
Speak with your money. If you don't like something, don't fucking download it, watch it, or anything. Just leave it. Don't send them any money in any shape, way, or form.
arg,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, yeah. Like, you know what? And they wonder why piracy is such a big thing. I think people, when they love something, they'll pay for it. They will. They'll totally pay for it. Wouldn't you agree, Glenn? I mean, if you love something, you're forking out money.
Oh, hell yeah! Again,
But
look at
if you don't like something, you're like, where are
look
the
at the
7
toys I have
Cs?
right
Give
here,
me my
Steven.
chip,
Right? Look
you
at the toys
know?
right here, and
Yeah.
Tim York said it right here. No one's buying the toys for these new shows. No one's
Oh, yeah.
buying figures.
Exactly.
They sit on the shelves, end up at Ollie's, and still no one buys them.
Yeah, they're on sale and they can't get rid of them. And that's the crappy part because I think everybody that's watching, all 57 that's in here, if they love something, they don't mind paying for it.
Right.
But
Right.
when it's crap, speak with the money, man. That's done. And I'm a big believer. I'm trying to teach my kids that. Look, if you don't like something, don't pay for it. Don't buy it. That's the only way these business people understand is the lack of money. When the piggy bank runs dry. So, anyways, I hope that Star Wars gets better. I'm gonna stay positive and stay hopeful, and we'll see. So in any case, I'm watching this trailer over and over again of Star Trek, Star Wars
Yes.
in the middle there. I'm like,
That's it. We're at time anyway. So, Steven, I want to thank you for coming. Anything you want to say before we end the show tonight?
no, you know what? I forgot my line that I just don't
You
be an
forgot your
asshole.
line.
The don't be an asshole line. But you know what? I love coming back here to shoot the breeze about pop culture and video games and whatnot. And again, we will miss Shiloh. That's simple as that. So thanks for the company tonight. There's some new faces and some old faces, and it's glad to see everybody. And I'll come back again. Like I said, I'll wander off. And I think with the subject matter, I'm the one that tapped Glenn on the shoulder. Hey, man, get on the show. Can I get on the show? He's like, yeah, sure. So glad to be here. It's awesome. So
I was glad to have you back again today for my tyrannical rant.
nah, it's fine. That's always been like that. That's the point of the show is to get this stuff off our chests. You know what I mean? Is to get it because we're so pissed off of our childhood being crushed by these
Yeah.
morons.
Yep.
And it's not just that. Oh, we forgot to talk about He-Man, the trailer for
Oh,
He-Man.
bring it up. Talk about it.
I'm not a big He-Man fan at all, but I'm intrigued. It's I think what's weird for me is I don't know. Here, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna ask this in the chat before we go. Whenever you think of He-Man in general, I mean whatever, right? And every time I've heard, the famous when he turns into He-Man, he pulls up the sword.
Yep.
And that whole epic scene, we'll call it, that turns him into He-Man. It's almost like,
I have the power.
oh yeah, okay. Whenever they do that in a remake, I cringe when it doesn't sound the same. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but when I heard it in this trailer when they were hinting at it, I went, no, it's not the same.
It's not finished yet, though.
same.
It's an early.
I know.
Isn't it an early draft of the thing? So it could change.
I know, but every time the Netflix series that was on there and
The
they kind of
cartoon?
did the same. Yeah. I was like, oh, I was like, I wanted to. It sounds so good, the one from the 80s. You know what I mean? It just sounds like the audio. Now, maybe not the animation, but the audio. It's got to be the same and more grandiose, in my opinion. But that's just me. But the yell is weak. Yeah, exactly. J-Rod's got it. The yell is weak and watered down.
I think they will. I think they'll enhance it for the film. I think they
I
will. It'd be
hope
stupid
they
not
do
to.
like they did for Sonic and listen to the people. You know, Sonic, when they first put out the 3D model of Sonic, they were like, "What the hell is this shit?" And
Well,
then
the
they
first one was
fixed
he
it.
was scary looking.
Well, I think what was it? They fixed it before it actually went out
Oh, they did.
because it was far
yeah.
worse. It was
Yeah,
far
yeah.
worse. Yeah. And what, like, I think the whole thing with He-Man, they tap into the real world, kind of like Tron a little bit, where he gets transported to the what is it? The name of the world?
Eternia?
Eternia, yeah. I forgot. And they just got to get that when he transforms, it's got to be amazing. If it doesn't sound good, I'd be like, "What the hell?" You know what I mean? Like that's the whole idea. When you were a kid and you saw that, come on, I was a teenager, older teenager at the
Talk about
time.
the Filmation version, the original animated version.
Yes, yeah. That when he turned into that was it. You stopped and you watched. You know, you didn't maybe like He-Man, but when that scene came on when he was transforming, you were like, "That's cool." You know, there was a cool factor to it. And they need to keep that cool factor about it, right? Because that's the whole idea. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it. What do you think of the trailer? Are you a He-Man fan, or are you like
I'm not
me,
like a
where you're a
He-Man fan, but when I was growing up, I did watch the cartoon, and when Cole was growing up, I forcibly made him watch that and She-Ra.
gonna watch this?
Watch both of them. But you know, I grew up with it. You know, I grew up with it. I owned none of the toys. Never had a
Oh,
toy.
me neither.
But you got home from school. You had Heathcliff. You had it was Heathcliff.
Marmaduke?
No. That was we had
Heathcliff and Marmaduke.
Voltron.
Yes.
The real Ghostbusters, and then you
She-Ra.
had He-Man or She-Ra, one of those two. So that's what you watched like every
Or
freaking day when you got home.
Thundercats or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, and absolutely Thundercats, definitely Thundercats.
But yeah, in the
Had
end,
me like if it's Chitara. Chitara was pretty good.
they have to capture that moment, in my opinion, that sword transformation moment, not just be.
And you know, Adam likes the sword. You know, Adam liked the sword. He definitely liked the sword.
Yeah, they changed his haircut too. I know what you're saying, Glenn, by the way, but I'm not biting. So, but anyways, it's
on that note. On the note, I know Super Gamer Dudes is starting up, and they're also doing some talk about Charlotte. I don't want people to miss it. Steven, always a pleasure. You're always welcome, of course.
Always.
Everyone have a great night, and I say it now, and it takes more meeting than ever to always take a moment to thank or say hi or you love family and friends or whatever, because tomorrow's never promised. Make sure you let them know now how you feel about them, because again, tomorrow's never promised. But in between those times, don't watch these new shows because they suck ass. Game on.
Game on.
Build-A-Cade FU treating you. This is unbelievable. We can't believe this GRS Build-A-Cade FU. It's incredible arcade quality, and it starts at only $9.99.
2026 is the year of the GRS Build-A-Cade